The all-new Growin Pods will transform the look and feel of your patio and garden generally, not just this year, but for years to come. Whether you plant a single one into the corner of a wall, perhaps, creating that hanging garden look, they will look fantastic there. If you've got vertical posts, maybe some big oak posts in the garden, and you want to create a wraparound look, layers and several layers of it cascading down, looking fantastic, you can do that too. If you've got flat surfaces, walls or any vertical surface, even a fence where you really want to create some colour impact, but you've not been able to, perhaps you can't put a hanging basket bracket there for whatever reason, this is a great way to do that. You can stack two of these with one sandwiched and then two above, and it creates a fabulous look and a really big volume for you to grow anything and everything in. So whether it's strawberries, imagine picking your own delicious strawberries direct from your patio or your vertical space, you can do that. Herbs, incredible, particularly through the summer months when we're thinking of barbecues and eating fresh salads and marinating meats prior to cooking them. Having herbs, fresh herbs in your garden is a great way. Well, you can grow herbs in the Growin Pods too, and of course the sort of flowering displays are magnificent. You can create the look that we have right here. This is just 2 layers, so that's 8 Growin Pods here with the tray underneath there. It's a brilliant solution. You can create a real tower of flower power there, giving you all sorts of colour and productivity right the way through the whole season. Now, let me just show you how they work. So this has been assembled into a set of 4, and of course to part those, undo the lugs at the bottom, and then you've got down to 2. Now, if I was planting a vertical space up, and let's say I'm going to put some strawberries and some herbs in this one, I'll just pop this unit down there. I've already put the drainage grids in, so I'm good to go. The first step thereafter is in with some compost, so good handful of compost. Now each one of the grow pods holds around about between 5 and 7 litres of compost. It depends on how, of course, dense it is and how crushed down it is, but if you allowed somewhere between 5 and 7, call it 6 litres of compost per grow pod, that would be perfect. So in we go with some lovely fresh compost, and don't scrimp on your compost. Use good quality compost because it gives you better results. Then I always like to put in some swell gel and feed. This is literally slow release fertilizer and water retaining crystal, so that goes in there, and then just give that a little mix round. Just mix it up with the compost there, and then we're good to go. You can see they're looking great. Now, first of all, I'm going to pop a couple of strawberries in. This is going to be really productive for me. And of course, strawberries will look great and they will flower and they will fruit for several seasons. So this is not a one season wonder. This is something you're going to have for years. So put a couple of strawberries in, and then again, just finish that off with a bit of compost at the back there, a little bit of compost at the front, and just shuffle them around a little bit so that compost settles nicely there on the top, and we're good to go. Now, of course, once you've finally done that, you would give it a bit of a water. Now, the other thing I'm going to do side by side, because I love my edibles, I'm going to put some herbs in. So I've got a beautiful herb there, which is going to go nicely in the back. And then I've got a bit of this oregano that's going to go in the front. This is a variegated version of it. So you can see the Growin Pods have got copious amounts of space. So you really can make great use of space that you probably never thought you could use, you now can. So we've now planted up our strawberries and our herbs. You could go and pop this straight outside your kitchen window. Imagine literally having your own strawberries and herbs fresh to pick, literally outside your back door, outside your kitchen window, and it couldn't be easier. On the back of each of these Growin Pods, you'll notice there are these special little sort of grooves almost, these kind of runways there, and they're designed basically to accommodate these special brackets. Now the brackets clip in, and I'm doing this even without looking, so it proves how easy it is, and they literally clip. And on the top, you can see that one's now attached, but they clip under this little bit here, and then there's a little groove there. Maybe you can just make that out. That's where the top part of the clip locates itself. So the little bit you can see right next to my index finger there, and again, in it goes, just pop it in there. Now, each Growin Pod kit comes with enough of the brackets. So we're all planted up now. You could have that outside your kitchen window, outside your kitchen door. It's going to look great. The brackets are on there. It really is super. Now, these are so versatile. They're innovative. These are the all new Growin Pods.